Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another special episode of the Maxon Report, presented by Ohio Sports Talk. Tonight we have a special guest with us, AntiJuan Wilkes from Michigan. How are you, sir?
Great, great.
Hey, we're proud to have you on, man. Offensive tackle from Michigan, big time high school. You're also a state champion. We'll definitely dive into that. But we want to get to know a little bit about you first, sir. Have you always lived in the Michigan area?
Yes, I have.
And where did your love for the game come from? Was it an early age, or was there like an inspiration, or did you just kind of pick up the ball and rock and roll, or kind of take
It
us through
came.
that?
Yeah, it came from an early age. I seen my brothers playing football, and I was just like, I want to get out there too, cause they was losing. I'm like, I don't like losing, so I want to get out there with them and see what they doing. I want to test my talents. So, and then my dad was like, "No, you too young, man. You can't do that right now." So I'm like, "All right."
And did you start Pee Wee? Did you wait till like a little bit of grade school, or did you just jump into middle school?
Nope, nope. I started Pee Wee with the West Side Steelers when I was 6 years old. I played wide receiver and quarterback. Funny story. That's how I got the name Shaq. My little league coach. I was the tallest on the field, so he was just saying, "We're gonna call you Shaq." And I was dominating. So
Wow. And did you always want to stay on the side of the offensive side, or when on the skill position? When did you get in the line?
um, I got into the O line. My second year C team when I was just dominating. They was like, "We're gonna try the O line." Then I just got to dominating everybody. I played center. They let me snap the ball, and I was just dominating. So it was like, we're gonna keep you on the O line since you're so dominant.
Dude, that's great. And did you play any defensive side as well, or it was always just kind of offense? Because I asked the question because everybody kind of tilters one way or the other. If you have a bad play on defense, you go on offense and kind of dominate, and vice versa.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I did play some on defense. So when I was telling you, when I was on Pee Wee, I played corner. No, I played a little bit of linebacker. But when I got on the C team, they switched me to defensive end and D tackle. So they were just like, you go there and make your money there.
Okay. I coach a little bit of the defensive side of the ball myself, so I can understand that. And when when you go through those processes and you get out of Pee Wee, you hit middle school. Did you change districts, or did you does the high school you're at, did it have a middle school pipeline team, or did you have to start somewhere else?
Nope, actually, I stayed in the same team. So it was from 6 years old to 15, and I just stayed at the West Side Steelers my whole life.
That's awesome, man. And you go through middle school. What was your height back then? Because right now you're listed anywhere between 6'6" to 6'8".
Uh, what was my height back then? Probably like I say anywhere from like five, 5'6", 5'7". It was something crazy.
Wow. Uh, you know, you go through middle school. You're still playing the offensive line, a little bit of defense. When did you really evolve? Did you kind of wake up before high school with 6 foot plus, or did you kind of go and hit that spurt somewhere else?
Actually, I hit. I they said I still ain't hit my spurt yet. So that's the crazy part. That's what I'm looking for. That's what the doctors tell me. They said you still haven't hit it yet, so we're trying to see.
Sir, I'm 36 years old. I'm still waiting on my spurt. I'm 5'8". Maybe it'll happen, but but we'll see. So really, you go through the growth in middle school. Mentally, you're playing offensive line. Take me to that freshman year. You get up there. Hell of a school. It's really known for the talent that comes in and out of it. You guys do really well. Cass Tech. I want to say that right. Technicians in Detroit, Michigan. You get up there. What's that like? What's that transition from being, the guy in Pee Wee, being one of the big guys in middle school, and finally getting to the freshman level with those upperclassmen?
It was a big difference. I had to change my mindset. I had to work harder every day because these guys is older than me, so I had to strap my laces on and work harder than everybody else on the field. So I was just like, my mindset going into freshman year was keep your head down and just work. Just work, work, work. And that's all I could do.
And your freshman year, did you see any varsity time, or were you strictly JV or freshman?
My freshman year, I played a little bit of varsity. It was really because I had a whole bunch of 5-stars. Khalif Cantu Hughes in front of me, so
Wow.
I seen a little bit of varsity, but it wasn't that many games.
And what was that like stepping on a field, especially as a freshman? We have a lot of younger audiences that tune in as well. What's that transition like? What's the crowd noise, if you can remember?
Oh, it's amazing. You're gonna be a little nervous, but once you get out that phase, you're gonna be like, let's rock. I wanna go.
And you get that notch under your belt. I believe you guys go 7-4 that year on the varsity side, if I'm not mistaken. You win first place in your division, 6-0. And, the clock strikes 0 on your freshman year. And, what's that first off season like? Because the freshman going to 8th grade and 9th grade is a little bit of an adjustment. But I always kind of consider, both as a coach and a player, your sophomore year to be something absolutely special, because now you got a taste. Now you've been around upperclassmen. People know your name. Take me through that sophomore season.
That sophomore season, it was just like, since everybody know you, you got a chip on your shoulder, so you gotta go. It's no plays off. You gotta just go every play. You gotta be a monster. You gotta be a beast. So that off season, I was just like, I gotta still keep my head down and work as hard as I can.
In that 24-25 season, some big games, man. I mean, overall record 12-2, state title. Would you be surprised if I told you, the protection on your quarterback through a 118 rating and averaged a 85 rating, along with 119 yards a game on the ground?
It was crazy. It was crazy for sure.
I mean, especially, 12-2. Take me through, was there a specific game where you guys felt like you arrived, and were you an offensive line starter at that point?
So really, it was just like we all was taking reps, basically. Was taking reps, and whoever was the starter, you got to work to keep being a starter. So, I mean, it was really just us competing the whole year.
I like that. They say, iron sharpens iron. That's something we hold dear in the Marine Corps. That's where I'm from. So, I love to hear that you guys are kind of pushing each other and really, grinding. Like I said, 12-2. Was there a game that stood out as a team? I know you got some high scoring ones before you got to the championship game. Take me through that first playoff game.
The playoff game was crazy. It was geek. All you heard was the crowd, and it was so much going on. I had to process it, but in the moment, I was like, "Dang, this is amazing for sure."
And pressing on there, going to the championship game. I mean, a 42-20 victory against Hudsonville. Wow, that just in general. When you get up the score a little bit, everybody kind of plays. Did you ever think that? What's that? I won't say you ever think that because you always believe in your team. You always believe that you're going to go out and get it done night in and night out. But was there a point in the game where you're like, damn, we're on cruise control, or was it just smash after smash after smash?
So really, what our coach teach is just keep going. We ain't letting up off the break. Just keep going. Marvin Russia, he teaches keep going. We ain't letting up off of nobody. That whole year, we ain't let up off of nobody. So he said, just keep it going.
Yeah, and your guys were known for your power in the middle. Like I said, 119 rush yards per game during that season, and when a clock strikes zero and you're a state champion, take me through that because a lot of people live their whole lives trying to get there. So what was that like for you, Mr. Wilkes?
And when the clock hit zero, it felt like I done it. Feel me? Like it just felt like it felt great.
Yes.
Everything just felt great.
And you go into that off season, you guys lose some upperclassmen, and you go into your junior season, and now everybody kind of knows you. Everybody knows who AntiJuan Wilkes is. Everybody knows your school. You're the champion. You have your whole team as a unit. Your coaching staff. You got that mark on your back. You went from 7-5 to 12-2 state champion in a year. Really take me through that off season. Now that you're a junior, you are the upperclassman. You are the man. You and the group that you've been with since the 6 years old on up. That real core now is leading the team. What's that off season like?
It's just really working. We just everybody got to buy in to work. That's all coach teaches, just work. Because we about to go get another one this year. So we teaching just work. Yeah. We're going to be successful in the end.
And was there anything different? Did you, especially being a state champion as a sophomore going into junior year, was there anything, that you really had to harp on? Was it different leading the younger guys into the promised land and showing them the way?
Yeah, it was a little different. It was a little challenging, the upcoming freshmen ain't knowing nothing, so had to just show them the way. That's really about it.
That's awesome, man. And so you get there, the upcoming season, you're a state champion, and it really, man, 13. We won't go into that just yet, but what's that kickoff like? How week one, you guys get your rings. If you didn't already have a ring ceremony, everybody kind of knows who you are. You have an absolute beast of a running back room, and your offensive line is stacked. Give me a little bit of details on that week one for your junior season.
It was crazy. It's going to be crazy. That week one is going to be insane for sure.
Man, and I can't wait for it. So I get goosebumps kind of thinking about it myself. So
yeah,
what in this off, yeah, it's just something people got to live it. And take me a little bit through the recruiting process right now for you. Back in the day for me, it was somebody with a hearing aid came down with a pen and paper and talked to you, took a few videos. You used to have to send reels, but now you're online, and now everything is up to date. You got Huddle, and you've got all these things that really kind of keep you in tune? Really take me through that in this day and age, especially for the younger audience.
It's just really getting yourself out there. That's how you get recruited more. Getting yourself out there, going to camps, dominating. Like I was saying earlier, really just it's just all about getting yourself out there so you can be noticeable and everyone can know you when it's your turn.
And was there anything difficult? Have you been to any school visits or any game day visits?
I've been to Ohio State, Texas A&M, Michigan, Michigan State, um, many more.
And was there a specific game? Take me through an atmosphere. Did you actually get to go on a game day visit, or has it all been
Oh yeah,
camp?
oh yeah. Michigan versus Ohio State. It was crazy. It was insane at the big house. It was I it was a dream come true for real. That's all I can say. It was crazy.
Wow. And
And
I
it
try to
was
tell a lot
snowing.
of people, that.
It was snowing out there.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Snowing and raining. It was just the atmosphere was just. It was a dream for real. Honestly.
And you being a junior, I mean, you got 2 seasons left, which is absolutely incredible. The things that you've already accomplished and the things that you've already kind of done, man. And I think I misspoke. I think they won the state title your freshman year, if I'm not mistaken.
Freshman year.
So I wanted to go back and correct myself.
Yep.
Freshman
Freshman
year.
year.
Okay, I believe I did misspoke, so I apologize to our audience. And then you guys went on that incredible run your sophomore year, which was last year, to
Yeah.
the state finals again. And
Yeah.
what's that like right now? Especially that you've been there, you won a ring, and now you got to go back and take that vengeance.
Yeah. Really, we had came up short. Mistakes and stuff, but that's why we going back to the regular way where we just everybody get your head down and work. We ain't nobody. It's a we. It's not a just one person. It's all together. So that's how we're gonna go into this season, as we're gonna play together as a team.
That's awesome, man. And last year, I had the statistics. Hendricks averaged 134 yards on the ground. Johnson averaged 79, and you had Lamb at 51. Would you be shocked if I told you your offensive line produced over 200 yards per game?
Nah, we had some of the best for sure.
And that all starts in the trenches, man. I tell my guys, we call them the tank units on our offensive defensive line. And, I work with those guys a lot. And, it starts and ends in the trenches. And that's some, absolutely astounding numbers, man. Anytime you guys got, 3 guys over 50 yards, 1 guy over 100, that just really attests to how hard you guys are working in the trenches and, in the blood, sweat, and tears going into the off season, because that just doesn't happen. So I want to commend you guys for that, both you as an individual and your team.
Appreciate you.
No, big time, man. I've covered a little bit about your freshman and sophomore seasons. We talked a little bit about your past. Is there anything that I might have skipped over that you would like to include, whether that's an off-season regiment, a team regiment, or something from your hometown that I may have skipped over?
Really nothing. Just know we winning it this year. Just know that.
Hey, I'll be watching. We like to post every guest we have on through the regular season. We'll track you. We'll put your guys' high school's win and losses, and we love to root you on here in the program. And my big question that I ask, and I know you got 2 more seasons of high school to go, but anybody that's watching, well, what does Antoine bring to the next locker room? And I know that's a big question. Whether that's the next locker room, community, or team, any scouter NIL listening this evening, what do you bring to the table? What would you like to tell them a little bit about you?
I'm going to bring leadership. I'm going to be that guy to tell everybody put your head down and work. I'm going to make sure we don't quit, because next team I go to, we ain't rolling over. We in it. We in there for sure. And just competing. Going to compete. That's what I like to do. Compete.
Dude, I love that answer. Any coach in America, regardless of what level, competition is key. I feel like that, especially in the NIL era, it's more prominent now than ever. And you guys got to push each other. Iron sharpens iron. And when you get there, it's all about working and keeping your head down. So I'd love to hear those things. And we like to ask a little bit of friendlier questions towards the end of the program. What's a normal off season like? What do you like to do to unplug? You hit it hard. You hit the weight room. You focus on sports. You focus on football. What do you like to do to kind of take a step out of the realm and kind of decompress from time to time, whether that's summer break or hanging with your friends?
I really just like to, stay at home, kick it with the family, kick it on the game with my friends, talk to my girl. So it's just really staying at home for real.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Is there a game of choice? Is there a poison of choice? I'm still addicted to Call of Duty and NCAA. My kids try to teach me Fortnite, but I still suck.
Madden and 2K. That's the main two right there.
Our producer is a big 2K fan. Shout out to Doug Stevens, our producer and graphics designer. He would play you any day. He's a lot better than I am, so you'd have a lot better competition. But, I love some 2K basketball. It used to be NBA Live back in the day, but 2K took it over.
Yeah, it did. NBA Live.
But, yeah, I like to hear that. The live era. A lot of people don't remember.
Yeah.
And do you have a in this is a question for my children, so I'm sorry. Did you have a favorite Disney movie or a kids movie growing up that was kind of your go-to, or do you have like a comfort movie that plugs you back in?
I say Raven's Home or Hey Jesse.
That is my daughter Jordan's favorite show.
Yeah. She know a little something.
Dude, we love that. Yes. No, dude, Jordan Jr., shout out to my daughter. She I've seen every episode at least 3 times. So definitely familiar with that. And we have over 200 live viewers tonight. Thank you, everybody, tuning in. Antoine, I've had you on for a little over 25 minutes. We usually run 25 to 30. We've covered quite a lot in a short amount of time. I hand the microphone off to you. Is there anything you like to say or circle to before we sign off this evening?
Watch me this year. That's what I want to say. Watch how I dominate this year. That's all I got to say.
Hey, I love to hear it. Antoine and his teams are going to go out, avenge that loss last year, get back to the state title. And, sir, we'll be watching with great interest. We'd love to have you back on, especially as the years progress. And, what an honor to have you on, man. I know your schedule is busy. We would value your time. We value your effort. And, it's never ending. Anything we can do as a program to support you, let us know. We'd love to have you back on, sir.
Appreciate you for sure.
We appreciate you. This has been the Maxon Report with AntiJuan Wilkes from Michigan, ready to really step back, down, dominate, go for a second state title. And y'all have a great evening, and God bless.